Dear students, I'm Noel Nalli, working as an assistant professor in physics, SNDIS department exam branch coordinator. In this video, let us see CIE or mid exams and semester end exams question paper pattern. When it comes to CIE theory exams, distribution and weightage of marks. For theory subject, during semester, there shall be two midterm exams or CIE exams. When it comes to each midterm exams, there will be part A out of 10 marks and part B out of 20 marks, and the duration is 2 hours. Midterm exam for 30 marks. In that, when it comes to part A, there will be objective or quiz type questions for 10 marks, means there will be 10 questions, either objective or quiz type questions. Each question carries 1 mark, so which consists 10 questions. Answer all questions, each carries 1 mark. There is no choice in these objective and quiz questions. When it comes to part B, it is a descriptive part. In that descriptive paper for 20 marks, which consists of 6 questions. 6 questions. You can answer any 4 out of 6 questions. Each question carry 5 marks. Now, of course, you all know that CIE out of 40 and SEE out of 60. So, in that CIE, in previous slide, you can see that CIE exam, midterm exam out of 30 marks. So, remaining 10 marks. The remaining 10 marks of CIE distributed as assignment marks, 5 assignment marks, and remaining 5 marks PPVC marks, which are nothing but either YOYs or PPT presentation or poster presentation or case study on a topic. It will be given by your subject faculty in such a way that CIE marks are evaluated out of 40 marks. Now, in the CIE, student has to get minimum 35% out of 40 marks. That is, pass mark is 14. Pass mark is 14. Of course, in midterm exam, there will be 2 midterm exams. In each course, there will be 5 units. After completion of first 2.5 units, there will be CIE 1 exam. After completion of rest, remaining 2.5 units, there will be CIE 2 exams. Finally, they will take average of CIE 1 and CIE 2. Here you can see, a student shall be given one-time chance to re-register for maximum of 2 subjects. That is, if the internal marks secured by the candidates in midterm exam, average of 2 midterm exams consist of objective and descriptive is less than 35 marks. If student failed in CIE, the student shall be given one-time chance to re-register for that course. The thing is, if student failed in CIE, SE won't be considered, that entire course will be cancelled. Again, student has to re-register with upcoming batch. That in such a way, to that student, there will be one-time chance to re-register to that particular course for mid-exams. Now, here you can see mid-question paper template. Anyhow, when it comes to the mid-question paper, there will be part A and part B. Here in part A, I already told you there will be 10 questions, either MCQs or fill in the blanks. There will be 10 questions. Each question carries 1 mark. So, 10 into 1, 10 marks. Now, when it comes to part B, we already told you there will be 6 questions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 questions. In each question, there may be sub-questions, but each question carries 5 marks. Out of 6 questions, student has to answer 4 questions. 4 into 5, 20 marks. So, the midterm exam out of 30 marks. I hope it's clear. Now, apart from that regular courses, that is credit courses, there are some special courses are there like environmental science, elements of artificial intelligence, data handling and interpolation, and seminars. These all are non-credit courses, but which are mandatory courses. So, these courses, there will be only CIE exam. That CIE exam will be out of 50 marks. There won't be any SEE, semester end exam. There will be only 2 CIE exams. Each CIE exam out of 50 marks, but which are compulsory courses. And out of 50, 40% is 20 marks. So, after completion of 2 mid exams, in that average of mid exams, student has to get 20 marks to pass in that special courses. There shall be no external evaluation. That means there is no semester end exam. The student is deemed to have failed if he or she is absent as per the schedule or secure less than 40 marks, because there is a semester end exam to these special courses, so that student has to attend to these CA exams, special courses CA exams compulsory, or student has to get minimum 40% to pass in that special courses. Otherwise, student will be failed in that special courses. When it comes to the question paper pattern or question paper template to these special courses, anyhow, similar way, in these special courses also there will be two parts. Part A, in part A there will be 10 questions. Each question carries 1 mark, similar to that theory courses. And when it comes to the part B, again part B also there will be 6 questions, but each question carries 10 marks. Each question carries 10 marks. In such a way, out of 6, student has to answer 4 questions, 4 into 10, 40. And this one, part A, 10 marks, so total 50 marks. This is about special courses. Now, when it comes to that SE, semester end exam, question paper pattern, distribution and weightage of marks. Same, when it comes to the semester end exam, again there will be 2 parts, part A and part B. Part A for 10 marks, part B for 50 marks. When it comes to the part A, there will be 10 sub-questions. Short answer questions. Each question carries 1 mark, that I will show you in template. When it comes to the part B, there will be 5 questions with internal choice. 5 questions with internal choice, and number from 2 to 6, and each question carries 10 marks. Now the duration of semester end exam is 3 hours. Now let us see question paper template. When it comes to the part A, there will be 10 questions, short answer questions. Each question carries 1 mark. Student has to answer all questions. 10 into 1, 10 marks. Part A consists 10 marks. Now when it comes to part B, there will be internal choice. From unit 1, there will be 2 questions, 2 and 3. And there will be internal choice. From each unit, there will be internal choice questions are there. That is, student has to answer either 2 or 3. Like in each question, there may be sub-questions, but each question carries 10 marks. So, student has to answer either 2 or 3. Again, either 4 or 5. Again, either 6 or 7. Either 8 or 9. Either 10 or 11. In such a way, student has to answer 5 questions. Each question carries 10 marks. 5 into 10, 50 marks. So, 50 plus part A 10 marks, total 60 marks. So, semester end exam out of 60 marks. I hope it's clear. Now, when it comes to the practical, again, in practical course also, CIE 40 marks, ACE 60 marks. When it comes to the CIE, while conducting daily experiment, faculty are going to evaluate each experiment while conducting in regular labs. In that evaluation, faculties are going to evaluate that experiment for 10 marks, and again 10 marks for Viva. I hope it's clear. While faculty are conducting daily experiment, that experiment they are going to evaluate for 10 marks, which are nothing but day-to-day evaluation, and 10 marks. So, after same thing, before theory mid exams, faculty are going to conduct lab internal 1, out of half of that list of experiment, they will conduct lab internal 1. In that lab internal 1 exam will be conducted out of 20 marks. That lab internal exam will be conducted out of 20 marks. In that lab internal 1 exam, that means experiment exam, will be evaluated out of 10 marks. And in that experiment, faculty are going to conduct again Viva wise, that out of 10 marks. I hope it's clear. In that lab internal exam will be evaluated out of 20 marks. Lab internal exam will be out of 10 marks and Viva wise out of 10 marks. So, in such a way, the faculty are going to conduct lab internal exam. Here you can see in this template, day-to-day marks. That means, while conducting each experiment, day-to-day marks. For example, if there are 5 experiments, that means faculty are going to conduct lab internal exam out of 5 means 5 experiments day-to-day marks, means each experiment out of 10 marks they are going to evaluate. 5 experiment day-to-day marks, average they are going to take. That average marks are going to be taken as day-to-day marks. and lab internal exam out of 20 marks, that is lab internal exam 10 marks and Viva wise 10 marks. So finally that lab internal exam will be out of 30 marks. In such a way the lab internal exam is going to be conducted. Now when it comes to that, anyhow, the lab internal exam, each lab internal exam out of 30 marks. Before theory mid exams, there will be lab internal 1. Before theory second mid exams, there will be lab internal 2. Finally, they are going to take average of lab internal 1 and lab internal 2. That is out of 30. And there will be 10 more marks because internal marks are 40. Out of 40, remaining 10 marks are PPVC marks. That is based on that subject, based on that course, the faculty may give like same either PPT presentation or case study or some project evaluation, whatever it may be. The faculty are going to give some project or PPT presentation related to your lab experiment. That will be evaluated 10 marks. So in such a way, that is only once. In such a way, faculty are going to give 40 internal marks. In this lab also, out of 40, pass mark is 14. Now when it comes to that SCE practical exam, this is out of 60 marks, 3 hours. In that 60 marks, 10 marks for initial write-up and 15 marks for experiment and experimental program, 15 marks for evaluation and result, and 10 marks for presentation of another experiment. Here you can see clearly in this semi-strength exam, practical semi-strength exam, anyhow you are going to perform whatever that experiment you got. Apart from that experiment, you have to perform another experiment. No need to perform. At least you have to present. You have to give a presentation on that experiment. That will be out of 10 marks. And remaining final 10 marks are Viva wise. In such a way, SCE exam is going to be evaluated. Same way, in this SCE exam also, out of 60, 21 is pass mark. Again in internal also, out of 40, 14 is pass mark. So when it comes to the distribution of marks, anyhow, write up 10 marks and experiment out of 15 marks and result out of 15 marks and presentation on other experiment, second experiment out of 10 marks and Viva 10 marks. So total out of 60 marks. In such a way that practical SCE exam is going to be evaluated, and same way out of 60, 21 is a pass mark, 35% of 60 marks. Now when it comes to this evaluation process, anyhow, as I explained these all details in previous video, once again I am showing. When it comes to each course, either theory or lab, 40 marks for internal and 60 marks for external. So CIE 40 marks, SCE 60 marks. In CIE, when it comes to the theory subject, CIE 1 exam out of 35 marks, but when it comes to the lab, 30 marks. Theory 35 marks, lab 30 marks. Same CIE 2 also, theory 35 marks, lab 30 marks. Finally, it will be evaluated out of 35. CIE 1, CIE 2 theory average 35 and lab also average 30. Again, remaining 5 marks in theory, which are called PPVC marks, and 10 marks in lab. That may be PPT presentation or Viva wise or poster presentation that may be given by your subject faculty. That is going to be evaluated at once before semi-strength exam for theory course and lab course. So theory course 5 marks, lab course 10 marks. So out of these all, after adding these all, that CIE marks will be out of 40. Out of 40, 35% of 40 is 14 marks is a pass mark. 14 marks is a pass mark. Now when it comes to the SCE exam, same. SCE theory exam and lab exam out of 60 marks, and in previous slides I shown you what is the pattern or what is the marks division. So whatever it may be, out of 60, 35% of 60 is 21 is a pass mark in SCE theory or lab course. So altogether, out of 100, student has to get 40 marks to pass in that particular course. Whether it is theory or lab, student need to get 40 marks. I hope it's clear. Thank you.